This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The views and opinions expressed are our own and are meant for comedy. Listener discretion is advised due to language and mature topics. Thank you.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to everybody's new favorite podcast, the Medicinal Podcast. Just two of us for now, but we're going to be joined by a special guest. I am your host with the most. You know him, you love him. Mr. Toki T, Tristan, and then Claptrap. It'll get there.
Yeah.
And
Can go up at some point.
with me, as always, never failing to miss an episode, unlike some people that agree to do this podcast every week. We have Edgar, some people, like those people that just say they'll do a podcast. The people that say they'll do a podcast with you every week and then just don't show up for 1 week.
Or go on walks, ruin our episodes.
JD really is the wild card of this podcast.
He really is. I thought it was going to be me.
Yeah,
Turns out.
I would think it would be. I mean, Edgar you haven't stepped up as the wild card, and so JD took the position.
He really did. He stole it right from under my nose.
But JD didn't really say anything about like his availability, so how are we supposed to know? I was just like, yeah, no, I can't do it, and then I'm gonna be gone. He's at his grandparents'. If anyone knows where JD's grandparents live, do toilet paper their house or
Go
something.
find him.
Go find him.
Get him and get him on the episode.
And we will give you $100 if you can find JD within the next
$100 cash.
24 hours. $100 cash.
I don't have $100 cash. This is entirely up to you, Tristan.
This episode's gonna air like after 24 hours, and then someone's gonna be like, "I found him," and I'm gonna be like, "Sorry, it's too late."
24-hour limit passed already.
Yeah, 24 hours starting. What's today? May 11th?
Is today Sunday or Monday?
Today's a Monday. Feels like a Sunday.
It does. We're dating our podcast now. Now when this comes out, like,
Yeah, we have to have the date on
it's
it.
obvious.
This is gonna be like a.
Yeah, today is 27th.
It's 8:05 p.m. 2026. It's gonna be like a
24th.
maybe like a historical relic one day. They're just gonna like an old blues video.
Hell yeah. My bad. Now that it's just us two here alone, I've noticed that I tend to end up very quiet in the podcasts. I just like sit there and just kind of laugh or throw in random comments while you guys have conversations until I think of a conversation. Like, if I don't have a topic, I have nothing.
Yeah, nothing to add. No, I think the first and the last one we just did, JD definitely talked more, but the one where whenever JD's outside, he doesn't talk. So those ones, I feel like you're forced to talk more.
Yeah.
We get to hear more from Edgar.
When we don't have JD, we hear more from me too. That also happens. No diss to JD. It's not his fault at all. I just see that I don't have to talk and don't take any opportunities.
Yeah. And JD just won't stop yapping.
I'm bad at small talk. I talk big about everything.
Yeah. Big topics.
Big topics.
Small talk, yapping really is just the new small talk.
Yeah.
Used to be like, oh yeah, work on your small talk, but now it's just like, we're just not talking about anything, we're just yapping.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, I actually do have a topic, maybe. Have you played the new Apex season at all?
Yes, I have. A good
Have you tried
amount.
the new Legend?
I haven't tried it just because I have this thing about me where like if something's overhyped, I won't try it until like or won't like, watch a show until after, like a year after. But eventually I'll try her out.
Dude, I didn't watch Attack on Titan for the first time until a couple months ago.
Damn.
That's because I just like heard so much good stuff about it. I was like, there's no
Yeah.
way. I refuse to believe this. Same with Game of Thrones. I've never seen Game of Thrones before.
That one actually is pretty good. And mostly because of all the naked ladies.
Oh yeah, it was on HBO.
Yeah, oh yeah. Those HBO shows, they know what they're doing, bro. Those HBO shows are like, yeah, we got free reign to put whatever we want on the
We
screen.
can just post whatever the fuck we want on here.
One of these days we'll have our own HBO. And we can just imagine just having like the goon corner in the top left screen.
Instead of watching anything good, like The Last of Us TV show I've heard was really good, but I played the game, so what am I really missing out on there? Just instead of watching any real good shows, I've just been rewatching Family Guy.
Yeah.
I just have it on in the background while I play Minecraft, and I don't care what anybody says. Family Guy is funny as hell.
Family Guy is fantastic. I love that show. It's hilarious. It's so like just randomly stupid humor. I love it.
They do such a good job though. Like if you watch the entire show like and just continuously instead of just dropping, because like you could definitely just drop in on whatever episode and watch a couple episodes and then move on with your day. But if you watch it like in its continuity, I guess there are so many things that like come up again later on into the show. And like just continuous bits that like, oh yeah, this one guy made a joke and it was really funny, and then like 3 seasons later they brought that joke back up and it was even funnier.
Yeah, I feel like really paying attention.
Yeah.
I know I love starting a show at like I did that with like Family Guy and American Dad. Even like the Cleveland show, you just start at like the very first episode and just go till you get bored.
I just recently finished watching all of American Dad from start to finish. Oh hey, Carter's here.
Shit. All
We
right.
got our guest.
All right, guys. I would like to introduce our very special, and I mean very, very special in multiple ways, very special guest. He's filling in for JD while he is out visiting his grandparents. Who even cares about their grandparents? It's pretty lame. Anyway, very special guest.
One of my grandparents lives with me.
Anyway,
We're gonna
very,
talking
very special guest, Carter.
Yay!
Lucky me.
How you doing, Carter?
Not bad. How are you doing today?
We're chilling. I shaved my balls earlier. They're smooth.
Nice.
Yeah, smooth, but I didn't put any lotion on them. I should have, and now they're just sticky. It's kind of like sticking to my thighs, like a ball of that Nido stuff.
What?
Like Play-Doh?
What's up with everybody at Nito's Play-Doh? It's like
Play-Doh,
Oobleck, bro.
Like yeah. I don't know.
Playing it right now while we're trying to record a podcast.
Is that what that clicking is?
I just saw him go online on Satisfactory.
No, that was an accident.
He's filling in.
That was an accident.
Filling in for JD, but then also pulling a JD by playing video games. Not even a minute into the podcast.
I'm not. That was an accident click.
Sure.
You should, okay, you got to see what my screen looks like. Let me show you what my...
We're very professional here on this podcast.
Yeah. Also, your screen better not be
Very
a bunch of
professional.
fat, naked, black chicks. Oh, I'd hate that. I had this, because Mother's Day was yesterday. Happy Mother's Day to all you fellas. Especially
Happy Mother's Day to the moms.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to Carter.
Happy Mother's Day.
All those kids he swallowed.
That's
What?
right. I have a funny voicemail to play for you guys as well.
A funny voicemail.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. You saying I'm doing that, Tristan? I've seen what you've done at work.
Yeah. Well, I can't say Happy Mother's Day to myself. It's kind of weird.
All right, Happy Mother's Day, Tristan.
Anyway, Happy Mother's Day. I was gonna have everyone like send a picture of their mom, and because I've never seen any of your moms before, so I was like, just wanted pictures to look at them. No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna have people send in pictures of their moms, so we could like put them up on the screen and then have people like guess whose mom is whose, But
That'd be
we can
pretty.
rank each other's moms. But it's not gonna work. JD's not here.
Yeah, that'd be pretty hard with just the three of us.
Yeah, I would be hard if your mom was up on the screen, even though I've never seen her. No,
I mean, if Edgar's mom looks anything like Edgar, then I would be too.
My dad looks like me.
that's
I
good.
saw a picture of my dad when he was like 10 years old and genuinely thought it was a picture of me.
Yeah, it's always those old pictures, and then all your family's like, "Wow, you look so much like your father."
And then the other half of your family's like, "Oh my God, you look so much like your mother."
And then you end up becoming a psychopath just like your father because you look like.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, you
And
guys.
you end up
you guys
wrangling
like
little
the
children like your mother.
email that I got yesterday for Mother's Day from my best friend of like 8 years.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah.
This is the voicemail I got from him yesterday.
Well, I wanted to wish a happy Mother's Day to my favorite deadbeat dad, but apparently he's too good to talk to me. Leaves me a voicemail to like hurt my feelings or nothing. To be gay. Anyway, happy Mother's Day. Tell me back. Fucking loser.
That's what I received yesterday as my Mother's Day. Yeah.
I want what he's on. I had no idea where any of that was going.
Happy Mother's Day, you deadbeat dad.
Yeah. He's gonna.
Well,
was
now you know something about Edgar.
I'm kind of confused. I just don't know if I have the context for this, but I had no idea what he was talking about.
No, I thought
It was all over the place. I don't think any set of context could get you with that.
You need like a whole manual on what that voicemail, a whole guide.
You need to know all of my lore that is not yet
Bro
public
needs the
information.
Yeah,
bro needs the wiki.
30-minute YouTube tutorial on Edgar's life.
A summoning
one.
song history video.
Bro needs one of those crash course videos.
Crash Course.
Are you guys too old for that?
No, I remember Crash Course. That like came out when I was in school. I'm that old. I was the first to use it.
Need a school rock video on my history.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
maybe. Actually, he needs a Bill Nye the Science Guy video.
That's not that's science, dumbass.
That would explain it a lot.
It's just a bunch of like different background sets of like Edgar's life, and he's like walking you through the science of how Edgar turned out to be so hairy.
How Edgar grew the world's longest
The
beard.
world's, yeah.
2 days. No shortcuts.
I want to see it. I wish your camera was working, Edgar, because I bet you're like, because like I haven't shaved in 6 months, and I'm sure Edgar, who just shaved last week, probably has more hair on his face than me.
It's like your mustache, but my entire like where I would
Just-
usually have a beard.
The whole face.
Mhm.
God damn it. It's just my sissy jeans.
You should see my dad's beard.
That is something I would want to see.
We should all send a picture.
Yo, get a picture of Edgar's dad in the chat.
Everyone send a picture of their dad's beards, and then we'll put them up on the screen, and we have to vote who we thinks whose dad is whose, just by their chin, beard area.
That doesn't even seem fair. We all know who's going to win this.
Okay, let's do blind ranking. Who do we think out of the four of us has the hottest mom? I'm thinking either Carter or JD.
Hear me out.
No offense, Edgar.
If I say I think my mom beats your mom's, is that weird?
Yeah, it's pretty weird, but is it?
Then I think JD's
Facts are
mom.
facts. I've never seen any of your guys' moms, but I know
I don't think your moms have a chance.
Carter seems like, I'm just doing some deducing here, and Carter is a rich white boy, so he has to have a white, pretty decent, attractive mom.
All right, that's it. Drop the photo in the Discord.
I will put a picture of my mom in the Discord, but nobody can put it anywhere else.
Yeah, I don't think if I if I did this and posted it on YouTube, I would have to blur everyone's mom anyway. We can't just be shooting pictures of people's moms out on YouTube
I've got
for everyone to see.
picture from the entire baseball team. I'm gonna drop every single one of them.
I just posted a picture of
Name, location, and address.
Oh, I've got a quick question. Speaking of,
from like 2 years ago at her wedding.
I can't look at it right now because then I'm gonna show everyone, but I will.
You're not.
It's pretty good, Edgar.
Oh wait, yes you are.
I'll add it to the goon tank. To the goon basket. Don't worry about it, never mind. Anyway,
I forgot. Like recording your entire screen.
yeah, I can't like move the screen away or like I can't even use the mouse because then stuff pops up and it ruins the video.
We love to see it.
Our 30
Edgar, you should take the photo of your mom out so he can see the photo of me, and then everyone can see my photo. Once it loads, it'll be a minute. My phone like sucks. I have an iPhone
Didn't you
11.
say you were sending a picture of the entire baseball team?
No, it's just me.
Do you want
It's
everyone
just
to
me.
see your face, Carter? Is that what you're doing?
Well, if I had a camera, I would have it on, but it's not
Oh.
sending, so it'll be a later thing. It'll be a
Oh,
surprise
just-
for later. It'll be a jump scare.
Just edit the video over it. Speaking of baseball, what do you guys think is like what sport do you think has the gayest locker room? Like not the gayest sport in general, just like which one has like
Wrestling.
do the gayest stuff in the locker room?
There's no question about it. It's wrestling.
Soccer.
You think so?
If I told you half the things that they do in there, you would have no question about it.
I think football.
We have things that we did in our weight training locker room.
People, I remember high school football.
They have a thing
People
called
that-
underwear wars.
I've heard of these. I've heard of this. Never participated.
20 on 20. You have to take the underwear off the other guy.
Yeah.
Thank God I never wrestled.
That just might
Just
be
gonna put that out there. That was not a part of that.
might be a LeGrand thing. Because where I
Mhm.
wrestled, there wasn't a lot of gay shit going on. There was like a little bit, you know, but like I feel like the football locker room was worse in my high school than the wrestling one was. A lot of gay shit. Baseball, I remember baseball was pretty freaking coked out gay.
Oh, we ain't that bad.
Soccer.
Soccer, really?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like soccer is like the type of sport where they all shower together after they win or lose.
They just do it for the love of the game.
A hot steamy shower together.
And not in like a big shower either. They all cram into one little shower, so they have to be sardine caked in there.
Yeah. They only get like 1 minute on the faucet and they have to rotate.
Yeah, they all like slowly turn in a giant meat circle.
Oh, it's a huge meat
Kinda like
circle. Just a
Kind of like a jerk circle, but they're gonna keep going round and round.
digging balls everywhere.
It's like a hot dog on a roller at a fucking 7-Eleven.
Oh, yeah. Man,
Sausage party.
turned on. I'm turned on now.
What do you think it would feel like to be a hot dog on a sausage roller?
Have you ever sat in a sauna?
Live.
No, I have not.
You've really never sat in a sauna?
Did you play any sports, Edgar?
Yes.
What'd you get
Played a
into?
I played t-ball and when I was a little kid and baseball. I played soccer when I was like 4 or 5.
Nice.
Played baseball again in middle school.
I
Our
played
team
like,
was actually crazy.
damn, I played like Pop Warner baseball like before middle school, you know? And I got hit by the ball so many times. There was this huge dude pitching like and he had like diabetes at like 12 years old and he hit me with like just the fastest pitch I think I've ever seen as a 12-year-old child. And it hurts so bad. And then it's like a bunch of other times I've been like hit by the ball. I'm like, bro, fuck this sport. I don't want to play anymore. This shit hurts.
Yeah, that's what happened to me too.
Get the shit.
Yeah, you think that hurts? I got hit by a 93-mile-an-hour fastball the other week. right into my ribs.
How are you still alive?
You know,
That's a good question, but it made quite the thump. I sounded like a drum. I got that sound to me.
there was no sound.
We couldn't hear it. We couldn't. Try again. This isn't gonna work.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was just beating a bottle.
I was in 8th grade. There was some other kid that I went to school with that I knew, and he could like underhand throw like softball pitch a baseball at 97 miles an hour in 8th grade.
Holy
And then he started
What?
playing football in high school.
damn.
Do you remember this
Shut up.
name?
Raiden Toshe.
Do you think he went pro?
Japanese. He's obviously.
He played football. He never. That was 8th grade was the last time he played baseball. As soon as he got into high school, he went into football.
That's crazy. I know people.
That's what I'm saying. I
Like
don't understand why he did that.
some people are like, you have a full ride scholarship in this sport, but they're gonna go. I respect it though. I mean, do what you want, live your life. But just have it.
93 submarine pitching. There's not even MLB pitchers that can do that anymore.
That's wild.
And you said he was doing that.
8th grade.
Yeah.
You think it's like the underhand pitching that they do for like men's softball, where they throw it super far up into the air, but it was 97 miles, so it just like flew
I
into
watched him do it.
flew
It
into
was
the
in a
stratosphere.
batting cage. I was the only reason that I believe it is because I watched him do it.
That is crazy. Did it just break a hole in the batting cage?
No, they had like a big net set up.
Damn. Yeah, see that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be like in the proximity of a projectile flying that fast towards me with like
Mhm.
inches of room to hit me, It's literally so close to you.
It's only like you have like 500 milliseconds or something like that to react.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. And then also like
Yeah.
if you get like a line drive like straight at your fucking face.
Oh yeah.
Actually, you'd be surprised. At 90 feet, a line drive straight at your face is a lot easier to catch than you think it is.
Yeah, I mean I've caught them, but it's just why would I want to put myself in that situation?
It's easier to catch than you think it is. It definitely hurts as much as you think it is.
Yeah, right. Like if you don't catch it, then you're fucked. It's like, yeah. But I mean,
I remember-
oh, go for it.
Sorry. Yeah, I remember that season that I played, because I only really played like one actual season. And that season, that kid was on another team, and if he had been on our team, we would have just smoked everybody. Because during that season, we lost 2 games, and it was only because of him. Like,
Yeah.
he was their pitcher both games that we lost, and he just smoked us like nobody could get a fucking hit off. But other than
He's
that,
just
we lost
tactical.
2 games the entire season before going to TOCs. And I remember the last game of the season, we played against a team that had won 0 games, and also their main pitcher was out with an injury. So we were playing against their fucking secondary pitcher, and we mercy ruled them. I think it was
Gotta love it.
63-12
Oh my
at the end.
goodness. The fourth. Yeah. Oh, that's so funny.
And that was the last game of the entire season.
That's what I love about Little League baseball is like there's some teams, especially when you get into like the Little League playoffs and everything, there's some teams that are just levels above the other teams that are in the playoffs, and like you get like 3 or 4 innings in and you're like, yeah, these kids are fucked. They shouldn't be playing against each other. Like how are they up
Yeah.
against each other?
When we went to TOCs, we just lost instantly. Went to losers bracket, lost again instantly. Like, we didn't even get a fucking hit off in the 2 games that we
Oh
played.
God. Yeah,
Gotta love it. Gotta love when the competition's so steep.
Yeah.
really is.
But I don't give a fuck. I got a fucking pin for going, and that was the first time that I had ever done something cool in a sport.
I think it's crazy. Congratulations, Edgar. I want to say.
Congratulations. Don't want to step you up here, but I have 14 pins.
Ooh, 14. Holy shit. Nope. It looks like Carter's got a bigger dick than you do, Edgar.
I
Yep.
made over
Suck it.
$15,000 playing airsoft.
I haven't
Ooh,
played airsoft professionally.
eat that. Yeah, you never will.
I made $2,000 because I made somebody sign their life away.
You murdered someone for $2,000?
That's not how I put that. I
That's-
said sign their life away.
That's exactly how it
Fine.
sounds.
The
That's
exact
exactly.
wording you used. You said, and I quote,
It's pretty.
I killed somebody for $2,000.
I'm pretty sure that's mafia talk for I murdered someone. I did a hit job.
I did a
I've seen
job.
enough Sopranos to know. You've
It's another show I haven't ever watched.
I've never heard of that.
never heard of Sopranos?
You're just
No.
lying. I don't believe you.
He's also just a little kid.
That
A
is
little.
a little baby.
What?
He's just a little baby. Yeah, you're barely able to be on this podcast. It's crazy.
I'm well over the mark, thank you.
When did you turn 18? It was like a couple months ago.
It was over
Couple weeks
6
ago?
months ago.
Okay, half a year ago. A couple more than a couple months ago.
I forgot that I was gone for 6 months from.
Yeah. You just
Yeah,
Breaking
honestly,
news.
sometimes bro was like, hold up, that box low-key pissing me off.
hold on, I need a little vacation.
I got so bored after the first day
You
Yo,
wanna
how
tell
do I
that-
get out of here for free?
Have you told that story yet, Edgar?
on the podcast.
Yeah.
Like
think
in
so.
general,
No, just on the podcast.
definitely not.
Oh my God, can we hear it?
Yeah. Okay. Do you
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
finally ready to hear the real
give
story.
everything that happened?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So there was that day. Were you there that day?
Mhm.
Tristan? Okay.
Yeah, I was
that
there.
day we were just getting fucking slammed the entire day. And I was pissed the fuck off. And it was like
We could tell.
11:15, 11:30. And we had a bus in lobby and food. There was no more room for us to send up orders. And we literally had a full screen. And I went, okay, I'm going to take a break for a second because I can't make any more food. There's nowhere to go. The table is full.
Yeah. Just for like a little bit more context, we all work at, or we used to, all work at, and so we specifically all three of us worked in like the kitchen grill area, and so we were like, making food and shit, and it was so busy, like insane. It's always understaffed, and just always fucked,
On
and
night,
so
not on morning.
yeah, never in the morning, only at night. But
Oh yeah, only when it matters.
yeah. So yeah, we were just fucked, and there was like we were making so much food, but like they couldn't get it out up front. So, so continue, Edgar. Yeah, shit's full. Nowhere to put anything. You're taking a break.
Yeah, nowhere to put any of the food. So I'm like, screw this. I'm taking a fucking break. I go back into the stock area where the boxes are, because that's where we always go to just cool off for a second. And as soon as I step back there, I go, okay, wham, and just swung without thinking. Like there wasn't
Holy
even the
shit.
thought in my mind to consider swinging.
You
It was
just-
literally like walked back there, fine, whack.
Just an
Bro,
impulse.
hyped himself back
Yeah.
there. He needed a whole walk-up song for it.
How are you? Yeah. How are you like in a cooldown period? And just decide to rage.
I don't know. But the second I hit the wall, I was like, ow, that hurt. Okay. Anyways. And then like I was like, okay, just gonna take a second, and like that really hurt, and like kinda looked at my hand and was like, alright, whatever. Stood back up, went out, got like gloves to get back on table, put on my left glove, completely fine, no problems. Like it hurt a little bit using my right hand, but whatever. I just moved
You
on.
just thought it hurt from hitting the box.
Yeah. Take my my right hand's glove, pull it on, start to pull it over my hand, and immediately go, oh, nope, that's not gonna work, and take the gloves both off and throw them away because I'm like, that is possibly the worst pain that I have had in many years. Not sure when the last time I had something hurt that bad was, so I went back into the stock area in the back doing dishes, I like sit down for a second, and I hear JD come around the corner and go, "Where's Edgar?" And I walk around the corner and I go, "I'm right here." And he looks at me for a second and goes, "Did you break your hand?" I was like, "I don't know, maybe." And so he's like, "Can you do fries?" I was like, "Sure, why not?" And so I got on fries for the rest of the night. We finished that shift, got to closing. I closed grills afterwards.
Still stayed after breaking your hand, which probably is illegal. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you.
I don't know. I didn't even know that it was broken until the next day, because after that we got out of there and I like took some pictures of my hands and I was like, "Damn, that one really is swollen," because it was like, I don't know, maybe a little bit less than twice as big as my other
like
hand.
double the size of your hand usually is.
A little bit less than doubled. And I was like, "Oh, well, you know, I probably just like sprained something or like tweaked something weird. Like, if I wake up in the morning and it still hurts, I'll go to urgent care because I don't want to go to the ER for it."
Yeah, that's so funny. You're like, oh, it's just a little bit of nerve damage. It's just a little.
Kind of messed it up, you know. It's nothing too.
Totally fine. Walk it
The
off.
next day,
Little scrape.
I didn't want to deal with it medically. So the next day, I go to bed. I wake up. My hand is now swollen to almost twice as big as it was the night before. And I went, "Oh, that's not good. Can't move it at all. It is an extreme pain." So I'm like, "Oh shit, I don't know what to do." So I got on call with and for like an hour and talked to him.
That's so funny.
And
You're like,
Caden
I'll give
got
it
like-
another day. I'll give it another day or two. If it gets worse, I'll go it.
Caden told me about like what he did when he hurt himself, and I was like, "Oh, okay, you know, that's probably smart." And so I went to and was like, "Yeah, can I talk to like or something?" And talk to, and I'm sitting there like telling her what happened, and she's like, "Okay, yeah, and like, which part or like how badly is your hand hurt?" And I like lifted it up, and she's like, "Okay, that does look pretty bad." And then I lifted my other hand up, and she goes, "Oh my god." And she's like, "Yeah, so what time did this happen?" I was like, "I don't know, probably like 10:45, 10:50. And she's like, "Okay, did you go home after that?" And I was like, "No, I stayed and helped close." And she's like, "Oh, what time did you guys leave last night?" I don't know, like 1 a.m.
Like one.
That's so funny. That's
And
so funny.
she's
She's like giving you her examination, and she's like, "Oh yeah, your hand's pretty. Oh, it's like 4 times the size of your wrist. That's not too good, huh?"
I mean, I had a sweatshirt on, so it's like, "Oh yeah, your hand does look kind of weird." And then I like lift up my other hand for reference, and it's like, "Oh my god, that's not good." She like gave me the thing for
Yeah.
workers' comp, and I like went to urgent care, but I went to the one over like downtown, which is the wrong one. I needed to go to the Grande Ronde one over by Walmart. So I went over to the one, and they're like, "Oh, we don't actually accept this here." And then I went over to the other one, and they like took the insurance. I filled out some stuff with my hand, which hurt really bad to sign my name a bunch of times.
Just
Finally
breaking
go
it
back
even
there.
more.
Yeah, I finally go back there. They like do an inspection, and like the doctor comes over and he's like, "Yeah, you know, it might just like probably just sprained it. It's just gonna need a brace, and we're gonna send you over to the hospital for X-rays anyways. But it probably just needs a brace, and that'll be it." Go over to the hospital, get the X-rays, go back to the fucking what's it called, urgent care, and they're like, "So it's definitely broken. They not sprained, 100% without a doubt broken.
They're
We're
like-
gonna put you in a hard brace for now and get you a doctor's appointment."
Like, I've never seen a hand more shattered in my life. I don't know how you can still feel that thing.
And when I got the X-rays done the first time, like my first set of X-rays, she's like, "Yeah, do you want to see some pictures of it?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, that would be really cool." And in my mind, I'm like, "Oh yeah, they said it's just sprained, so it might look a little weird, but it's probably just gonna look like a hand." And I looked at it,
It's like
and
a
like,
pile of Legos.
Bro had the Lego sound effect when it fell apart.
You know how like when you look at a skeleton of a hand, it has like the main center point where all of the fingers meet, and then each finger bone just going out on its own and there's not anything connecting to it. So the pinky bone, that first one that comes off and like basically fills up your hand before your first knuckle, it's just completely fine straight up. And then where the knuckle is on that bone, that spot, like where it starts to open up and like get wider right there and become the knuckle, was just fully full, like completely cracked and folded to the left, like into the palm of my hand.
Oh my god.
And I looked at it and I went, hey, that's not good, is it? And the nurse or the like person taking my x-rays is like, no, probably not. There's something wrong with that. So I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, went back to the care and they're like, yeah, it's definitely broken. We're gonna get you a doctor's appointment and like he'll figure it out. I was like, okay, cool. Went back, told like, yeah, you know, it's broken, so I'm gonna be out for like a couple weeks. Not entirely sure how long. They said only just a couple weeks. And then I found out that I needed a surgery and was gone for all of that stuff. And then when I went in for my final checkup appointment with the doctor, he's like, yeah, so the screw pushed itself out. So we're going to have to do another surgery, take the screw out and put a plate in.
Oh my god, they're making you a robot.
Yeah. I thought that was because of like me working or like doing something wrong at work or like something that I did at home. Nope. Apparently, according to multiple doctors, the surgeon, and my physical therapist, that is a medical anomaly and the first time any of them have ever seen that happen.
It's never happened. The screw completely disappeared. I don't know what happened to it.
It just like, because they like, I don't know how it would work. They screwed down like through my finger. And it was just a tiny little incision, like one stitch. It was going to be like a quarter of an inch of a scar on the top of my knuckle. And it just screwed straight down and my knuckle attached to the top of it. But then the screw just decided to start pushing itself out like a Wolverine claw and completely fuck up my surgery spot.
Oh, yeah. The doctor's like, is your father somehow Magneto? And do you also have control over metal? And is that how the screw moved? That's crazy. So you had to go back for another surgery?
That's why I came back, had a brace, and then was gone for another multiple.
Damn.
And like that's the time period where I finally started working.
Yeah, I'm sure working. That's how they get your money, man. Those fucking hospitals. I feel like if you would have just let it chill for another day or two, your hand would have gone back to normal. That's it. The doctors are just trying to get all this money out of you with these surgeries.
You know what the awesome part of it is, though? The part that makes all of that the best part, actually?
You didn't have to work?
What do you got?
I haven't paid a single dollar of medical bills.
Holy shit. Are the people onto you? The debt collectors?
I just didn't get any.
Oh, do you get...
It was all workers' comp.
Yeah, you get compensated.
The whole thing was covered.
Damn.
That's pretty sick, actually. Well, I know what I gotta do.
Yeah, that's smooth.
Okay.
Anyone working at a... You know, I don't want to get fired, so... I think this is an amazing place to work, and I love walking through their doors every single day, and I have nothing bad to say about them at all.
I love seeing the smile on all of our coworkers' faces.
I hate that job. Job was abysmal.
I do not consent to whatever or agree with whatever my co-host Edgar is saying about
I'm saying that
Incorporated.
You do or have to agree with me. I am saying that I showed up at a job that I literally broke my hand out of anger at for multiple months. And when it got to the point where I was waking up every single day going, why don't I just call out? And then I was like, oh, well, I don't call out because I need money. That's it. That's the only reason. And it's like, okay, well, yeah, that's a reasonable reason. I do need money. And then I look at my paychecks and I do the math, and I'm making like $17,000 a year at a job that I wake up and just genuinely can't think of another reason to go to work other than $17,000 a year.
Not worth it. Yeah, that shit's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how they get you. They make you think that you need it, and then they pay you nothing.
Yeah, but that's just capitalism in general. It's the whole system. And then
Yeah.
like you don't feel free to do the things you want to do because you have to make money to be able to afford
Do the
stuff.
things you want to do,
Yeah,
but then you have to spend that money.
to survive.
Like they say,
Yeah. It's fuck system.
if you only work the job that you love, you'll never have to work a day in your life. Because the job that you love is not hiring and will never be hiring, and you will not get the position.
You are not gonna work it. You're not making it happen.
That's not where I thought you were going with that. I thought you were trying to give the actual quote, and
Yeah,
I was really like,
the whole quote.
where are we going with this?
But I don't know, I feel like anything you do where like you make money from it or you call it a job, eventually you're gonna be like, oh, like this is horrible. Like I have to do this every single day. I hate this shit. I don't know if there's I mean there's definitely like moments where you're like, oh yeah, my job is awesome, whatever you guys do out there, whatever your job is, but like I feel like most days aren't always, oh, this is the best day ever at my job.
I mean,
Shit's gonna
look at
be ass, you know?
for example,
Every day, all
streaming
the
is
time.
one of those things where like it's like, oh yeah, I get to just hang out and play games all the time. And like how many streamers or YouTube like creators or any of that, like how many times do you hear people talk about like, oh yeah, I'm quitting because of burnout or I'm taking a break because of burnout? It's like, oh, you're burned out of doing the things that you love, like the things.
All they do is just
doing.
all they do is just change games.
Well, yeah.
After you do the same thing over and over and get it to the point where you don't have an option, like you have to do that thing, then you'll eventually start loving it or start hating it.
Right, yeah.
Once it's not a choice, because
Right.
then it's no longer freedom.
Yep, exactly. Then it's just a job. Then it's just a 9 to 5 at that point, and you're like, damn, I hate this. But I think if it's like something creative though, or if you're like doing something like entrepreneurial, you know, eventually you'll like find a love for it again. Like if you're a chef, you know, it can get like boring cooking the same shit over and over, but eventually you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I love making food, you know, so I'm gonna keep doing this job.
It's much easier to come back to, and it's much easier to stay hooked on. But there will be times that you hate what you're doing.
Right. Yeah, that burnout is like it's always gonna be there. But I feel like
Hey, you heard it here first, folks. Quit your job, start streaming.
Nope, no, that's not the point at all, actually.
You will not. That's the other point. This doesn't matter because whatever you want to do, you're not going to end up doing it.
It was so funny. One of my advisors, I was like, when I was in college, I'm like, I don't really know what I want to do with my life. Like, I don't know, like, what I like, because like I can do this and I can go to like graduate school for this because I'm really good at like research, you know, and I can take that path. But then it's like, it's not something that I'm gonna love every single day. And like my advisor, God bless her heart, but she was like, well, the only advice I have for you is whatever you do, the research shows that you're gonna be happy in the end. Most people are happy. I'm like, all right, well, that's no help at all. So thank you very much. Yeah.
Or give you the most vague answer.
Just life. Yeah, seriously. I feel like life is just mostly just suffering and like unhappiness and like with like there's like glimpses of like good things and like that's like the thing is you really got to appreciate those like little parts of life that are like good and happy and beautiful, you know? Because most of the time it's like
Hey,
you just
appreciate the little things.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing, because most of the time it's a lot of just suffering, and I feel like people would be a lot more not happier, but just like okay with their lives if they're like, oh yeah, like life isn't going to be great all the time, but there are good times, and I should appreciate those times.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Or don't. Be a crash out. Spill the ketchup on yourself, yell the F word, and then just leave work.
Yeah,
Take a lap.
Do that.
be a crash out. Back to the whole punching the boxing. Wasn't that? Oh, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, Colby said, and I quote, "That was a 10 out of 10. Storm out of the building."
Yeah, that was a solid one. I think you hold like 3 of the top 5 store mounts. Or well,
In my
but
defense, I think that's one of the only times that I've left over something like
it's,
I'd like to say that Cameron does that, but Cameron doesn't like crash out loud. He just
yeah,
just leaves.
keeps it to himself. That's true. Wait, wasn't it though?
until we get sent home.
Yeah, where he's just like, yeah, you're fired for the most ridiculous reason ever.
All right, though. Can we talk about crash out on me that one day? I feel like that wasn't my fault.
I don't.
I just like to put that out there.
This happened like a year ago. Are you still thinking about it? All right,
Hey, nobody lets me forget.
let's air it out. Let's air it out. Well, yeah, you did get one of the greatest workers ever, the most beloved by most people fired.
Well, they said that it wasn't. He was on his way to getting fired anyways.
I will never forgive you for that. Just so you know.
Neither will.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay, so I was on grill. I'm just learning. Okay, decides he's gonna take me off grill, and I'm gonna mop behind the freezer next to the grill. So I'm not on grill anymore. Who's on grill, and I'm doing my own thing. I'm mopping because I'm about to go home, and the screen we just started getting boned, and the screen filled up, and was yelling at me because I didn't press the buttons to clear the screen off, even though the orders had just popped up. And it's like I wasn't even doing that, and he was yelling at me about the little things, and then he storms off to the back room, and JD was sitting in the manager's office, and comes back out, says to JD, God, I hate working with kids all the time. I don't know why he can't get it together. And JD told him to pull the stick out of his ass, and he was like, all right, that's it, going home. And then that was it. There was no more talking. He said, that's it, going home, and then left. And then that was like a bit for like 3 weeks. And JD just made that bit forever. And one of them didn't like it. All right, that's it, going home.
Damn. That's crazy. And then you guys, wait, so how did that get fired? Because he yelled at you about some shit you were being slow on?
I was just the last straw.
I don't think so.
Didn't get fired.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like wasn't close to being fired, but then
He was. And he had told me that he was on his way to getting himself fired because this isn't the first time he's had crash outs like that on people.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So I haven't gotten fired. So I think that's a lie to make you feel better.
That's what I'm
didn't
thinking,
get
right?
fired?
Just to make, because Edgar,
I screamed at him. I told a manager to, quote, give me a fucking minute while there were customers in the lobby, and then proceeded to keep working there, break my hand, tell them that I broke my hand because I was pissed off and crashing out, get essentially like paid leave, medical leave for the entire time I was gone, and then come back and then quit multiple months after I came back.
I don't know if that was the last straw. Not to burst your ego, Carter.
It's not an ego. I was just trying to make myself feel better because I do feel bad about getting him fired.
Yeah, it's okay. Shit happens, man.
No. And then we don't have to talk about the other guy that got fired.
Well, yeah, I feel like, I wonder what job he's
I
in
actually
now.
don't think I'm allowed to talk about that. Oh, I know what he does. He's an Amazon delivery driver. Or I think that's what JD said. And JD says he sees him just sitting on his front porch playing his Switch all the time.
Oh, hell yeah. I wish I could do that. Just sit out there, play the Switch all day. Play some Animal Crossing.
Wait, am I able to say what happened?
I don't know. I don't know if we're allowed to talk about any of this work business stuff, but I'll just go through and bleep out names, and we can talk about it. It was kind of funny. All right, can I give my perspective?
Yeah, you two both give your perspective to it, and then I'll give the what happened.
I don't know if Edgar knows too much, but anyway.
Edgar was there for one of the most outrageous moments. Do you remember that, Edgar?
I'm waiting to give my whole story on all of this.
Yep,
Okay,
he
well,
knows.
I honestly don't know too much, so I'll start by saying Carter was almost diddled by a middle-aged man.
Middle? He was like 50.
What's middle?
That's middle-aged.
Actually, that is exactly middle. All right,
Yeah.
never mind.
All right. Anyway, yeah. Carter pretty much, and then didn't do anything about it. He was just like, "Oh, go ahead, yeah." And he was like, "Oh, can I touch you down here?" And Carter's like, "No." And then he's like, are you sure? And Carter's like, okay, you can touch me. All right, now, Carter, what happened to you? Where did he, on the doll, please show me where he touched you.
Wait, I kind of want to hear Edgar's bit to this first.
You want to hear my story of how I remember all of this?
Yes.
I fucking don't know. I've had so many people tell me so many different sides of their stories that all that I really know for sure is that he might have done something to you, and then you said stop, and then he said okay, and then that was it, and then the next day he got suspended for 2 weeks.
Oh, he stopped when you said stop? He's a good guy. He didn't take it too far.
Everybody is constantly like telling me, oh yeah, but it's past this, but it's past that, and it's like, okay, I don't know about any of that. Oh yeah, but he did this and that and this and that, and I was like, okay, I've never seen him do anything that you guys talk about. Like, I don't care.
He stopped on the first stop. I don't get what's so wrong about that.
Because he
It's not
didn't.
that I don't care. Like,
He shot his shot.
I'm also not trying to say that you're lying or anything like that. I'm just saying that I have heard so many different people give me so many different opinions on what they think, and I'm like, that's the part I don't care about. Like, have your opinion. I don't need everybody to tell me their different story of what happened.
You don't need the 30 iterations.
But I do want to hear Carter's story.
All right. So this is 2 to 3 days before he got suspended. Edgar and me were standing at the back wall, and he was at back cash, and me and Edgar were talking about something, and he butts in and says something outrageous, and I'm like jaw dropped, like, oh my god, that's
Outrageous,
that's
like
crazy.
Like dirty, like, oh.
Outrageous, yeah, like dirty
He's
and
like,
outrageous, like
I've got hairs on my
not
balls
okay.
older than you.
Yeah, not like an okay for work joke.
Right.
And I'm sitting there, mouth dropped, and he says, "You keep your mouth open like that, and I'll just put it in your mouth." And I'm not 18 yet, by the way. Not 18 yet. And Edgar goes, "You can't say that to him. He's not 18."
He's 18 now.
And Edgar he goes, "It's okay. He's close enough for me." And I turn around and walk away. And then I don't remember what Edgar and him were talking about, but they were saying something back and forth to each other. I stopped listening because I was hella uncomfortable.
No, I'm gonna be honest. This guy's pretty funny.
I would like to toss in a couple things here.
If this was like just in the locker room, I would be cracking up. That's hilarious. Yeah. He's like,
I'm not trying to be like disrespectful or anything to you, Carter, but like that is some shit that I would say to my friends. Like,
I didn't know him. I get that would be something you say to your.
But like, that's the thing, is that I don't remember. I also don't remember how the situation happened. But you also, as you said, I believe I remember you not saying anything about it, and then us just like laughing it off because we're all joking.
I wasn't there yet.
To each other.
That was just like the first go that like made me more uncomfortable. And then so this was a day or so later, the day after, he comes out of the walk-in fridge, and I'm standing there to wait to go in with something, and he like, I don't know how to describe this. You know where you pick a kid up?
Did he do that funny thing where he showed you his balls but from the back? He did that hilarious bit. I love doing that.
He like tried to like
classic work bits.
Yeah, classic
he
bit.
tried classic bits, the bat wing, if you know, you know. But he like squeezed up on my upper chest, and I was like, "Whoa, okay, bro, don't do that. Don't do that." Basically, and he like went up, and I was like, "No, don't do that, please." And so he like shrugged it and walked away, and then I went and kept doing it. And it's like the day after, we're standing, just showing me how to do something, and he's doing dishes, and I walk by to showing me something, and he reaches out in like a half fist and like caresses the side of my face. Watched it happen, and I went, no touching, because he tried to do it like 3 times. I said, no. And we walk around the corner, and he goes, "What? Is he touching you like that?" I go, "I don't know, man. I told him not to." And Chase goes, "All right, tell him."
outside of this being a 17-year-old boy and a 50-year-old man, it is just the funniest dude gags I've ever heard of.
It would have been okay if
That's just
he
true.
wasn't
Everyone would do that.
50 and I was 17.
If someone walked up to me and just one of my homies just started caressing my non-existent titty, I would what the fuck? It's so funny.
Some of these motherfuckers never been scoop slam dunked
Yeah.
in it shows.
You've never had your ball scooped by your friend before?
No, I'm not into being touched.
Cup checked by a cupped hand.
By a what?
A cupped hand.
You've never had your mouth open and your friends just stick their fingers down your throat?
Have you ever fallen asleep first at the sleepover?
No,
You
No.
never should.
I've witnessed what happens.
Have you ever fallen asleep last at a sleepover?
Yes, I have.
What percentage?
I was the
of
lucky one.
sleepovers?
What percentage? I gotta say 30%.
Damn, that's 60% failure rate.
60% of people, 60% of the time you've had balls on your face at the sleepover. That's what it sounds like.
Yep, that's the
It's-
only
someone-
possible.
Unfortunately,
Their
about
side.
right.
Like, like what was it? That one episode of South Park where Cartman like wants to take a picture of Butters with like Cartman's dick in his mouth, and so he like pretends to have a sleepover, and then he like waits for him to fall asleep, and then tries to like set up a picture, and his mom walks in on him with just his dick in this guy's mouth.
I don't think I've ever seen that episode.
So funny. South Park's another show that I could just watch from beginning to end with no issue.
Park on Hulu. Because if it is, I might do.
No, I think it's on one of those like smaller ones, like
I think it's on Paramount.
yeah, Paramount.
Mm-mm.
Brother,
I'm just looking it up right now.
there's so many different like streaming shits right now. I feel like it would be cheaper just to go back to getting like cable, you know. But then no one puts anything out on TV anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just have to watch the old 30-year-old reruns.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're getting ads now on streaming.
I don't
Well, look at you.
Big bucks over
Paying the big bucks.
pay for shit. I have YouTube Premium that I have not paid for in over 6 years.
You were inside the YouTube warehouse and you punched a box and broke your hand, and so now they pay for yours. They pay for your
Exactly.
YouTube.
Exactly. My YouTube and YouTube Music Premium I've had for 6 years without paying for it. My Hulu I get from my dad, and the only subscription that I actually pay for is Crunchyroll.
Damn.
What is that?
It's
Anime.
anime. You wouldn't know about it, white boy.
Yeah, you're right.
Y'all mind if a white boy speak a little Chinese?
Speak a little Japanese.
Me llamo es biblioteca. I did Japanese on Duolingo for about a month and a half.
Damn, I did. When I was
Water.
when I was in middle school, I just like never signed up for. You have to take like a language class, and I'm like, I don't know. I just never signed up for one, and so I ended up in Chinese. They just threw me into Chinese because no one wanted to take that class, and so I'm just like, what, you gotta like learn symbols and shit, and I'm like, I do not want to be here right now. And so,
Yeah, no, that's reasonable. Chinese is scary.
yeah.
It's okay. I learned how to read and write in Celtic runes. That was hard. It was totally a waste of time.
It's just Assassin's Creed. Just
Basically.
100 hours on Assassin's Creed. 100 million.
You know, I've never played an Assassin's Creed game.
And it shows.
You're right.
Man, I'm trying to think of a topic to talk about.
I don't know. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft recently.
Where's JD when we need him? Where's his depression? We really got to throw a intervention next episode for JD for a couple reasons. First of all, he breached his contract and isn't here for an episode, which is very, very against contract, and I will be pursuing legal action. I'm gonna
Good.
have I have super Jewish lawyers, and they are gonna get in contact with his probably not so Jewish lawyers. He's probably got like half a Jew on his team, but I've got like 7.
Hey,
It's just one
they're
guy.
so strong.
They are. They're very strong. I mean, they can control the weather.
And all world events.
I always imagine like Israel being like the B movie where like after a certain age they just like pick a job, you know, they're like, all right, is IDF soldier, weather control, rabbi, and then they just stick with that forever.
Fair enough.
Sounds about right.
Mm-mm. Oh, also, back to JD's depression. I was talking to Floor about it, and she's like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. She's like, just get over it. And I'm like, yeah, but you've never been heartbroken before. You don't get it. You've never been a man that's heartbroken. But at the same time, when I think about it, I'm like, when I was heartbroken before, when I think back about it now, I'm like, I was such a little fucking bitch about it. I don't even know what I was crying about.
Yeah, it's always in hindsight.
It's always, yeah. And so I think JD just needs to get past that point where he's being a little fucking bitch about it.
Fair enough.
And he's gonna watch this later and get to this part, and he's gonna be like, "Well,
You,
now I know what they think about it. Now I have something else to be depressed about."
I feel like JD gives so little attention to this podcast that he doesn't even watch the episodes after they come out. I feel like he shows up for the hour and a half every week. He doesn't even show up. Fucking
I really liked the conversation. I'm gonna pull the curtain back a little bit on this one, but in our group chat from I think last week, where it was you and you were like, "Yo, I'm thinking about 1:30. Does that work for everybody?" And then I was like, I sent a thumbs up, and then JD was like, "Sorry, I can't make it to 1:30. That's not gonna work." And then you said something about pursuing legal action, and he just hit you with another thumbs up.
it's just another thumbs up. Like it's the littlest. It's like he doesn't even want to be here. It's the littlest attention I've ever seen.
That one is so funny though. It's just like, this is a breach of our legal contract.
Yeah.
This is a breach of trust and contract. I will be pursuing legal action. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
No argument, nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Bro said, "Try me."
Yeah, he just does not care.
Ah, damn it! I forgot to change my profile picture for this week. I said I was going to do that every week.
Slack. At least you're here. You guys showed up, and that's what's important.
That is true.
Unfortunately, I was late. I had to umpire some little league game.
Look at me.
Big umpire guy. Oh,
Exactly.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Watching,
I like watching little kids play with balls.
yeah, nah, I wasn't gonna go there.
Whoa.
I'd like to say for the record, he went there on his own. That was of his own accord.
Your Honor, I had nothing to do with this.
Please forbade all legal action against me.
It's okay.
Is that the right word?
My profile picture. Also, I have no idea.
Okay. Before we get out of here,
We'll
because
say it's about right.
I'm getting hungry. I hungry. Anyway, before we get out of here,
We don't want to get him hangry.
wait. We already voted on who we think has the hottest mom, right? We all think Carter's mom is super hot.
I voted for Edgar's mom because voting for my own mom's weird.
No one wants to vote for my mom, huh?
I'm voting for Carter's mom too, if I can't, because I don't want to vote for my mom.
I just know she's white and rich, and that you can't be ugly.
Just saying,
and
from an objective standpoint, my mom smokes all of your moms.
I just got my mom's back right now, so she.
Oh, by the way, I put my picture into the group chat. And Edgar's mom's photo.
I think that is a cheating picture because you used one that wasn't just like you taking a dumbass picture with your buddies.
Well, yeah, I don't take pictures anyways. That's just my straight up photo of me. That's my only photo.
I think
was a senior
every
photo.
single picture I have taken of myself is on my private or my personal Instagram account.
Damn, you just post them up right after.
Pretty much. I think literally all of the pictures I have of myself are on there.
No filter. Hashtag no filter. You just throw it up.
One of them has a filter. Most of them don't. One of them does though.
Yeah, you can't look like a bitch in every single one of them.
I'll put one of them.
I don't think a filter does anything about. Oh wait, no, maybe.
Wee.
All right, fellas. I think it's time to get out of here. I'm gonna go check out all your hot moms. Make sure Jacob throws a picture up in there. It
And
was.
once he sees that we've all put a picture of ourselves in there, he's gonna follow.
Yeah. Can we just get a big round of applause for Carter filling in for JD?
No.
There's gonna be no applause.
No applause. Editor's note: do not put applause.
Can I just get like the stock sound effects of applause? Just make it awkward, or like a cricket. There it is. Bro got predicted.
As you said that after I played the sound.
Oh, for me, I said it before.
Are you on a different time plane or something?
Basically,
Interesting. You're on that good.
I'm on that good cushion.
I got some damn bitches I can call.
Man, we're getting copyrighted.
And now this
well,
whole
man, there
episode
it all goes.
It's everything for it. All right, I'm gonna get off this thing. It was cool talking to you guys. Good hanging. Good episode.
Yeah, this was fun.
You guys have
First time this was fun.
Yeah, we'll get you back on again, Carter.
No, it was a good
I
time.
hope
Get
so.
you back on once we have JD on too, so that
Yeah.
way you can actually talk to JD.
I love talking to JD.
Do you think he left so that because Carter was gonna be here?
No, because
I don't think he had any idea.
yeah, I didn't tell
He's coming to my baseball game tomorrow.
I don't know. He like
Oh yeah, BT Dubs.
just one of those He's just one of those guys that like and I get it because sometimes I'm like this too, but just not good at texting back or like communicating shit you got going on. Why? I want him to be like my girlfriend. Why can't he just tell me everything he's doing every second of the day? I mean, he's just gotta be so secretive all the time.
Because I don't think he's your girlfriend. That would be
He's not.
Yeah, in my
Different.
dreams, huh? One can only hope.
if he was here, we'd probably get something about his girlfriend and
Yeah, something about
something or his
some-
ex-girlfriend.
something
Probably
about,
something
like-
that.
something about how he hasn't touched himself in 5 days.
That's fucked up.
I feel like it'd be more than like 5 hours.
Something about like
You know what? I'm gonna be real. I don't even know if he does.
no, he had. It's been like a month or 2 since he touched himself. Poor guy.
I don't think that's information we should be disclosing.
No, he tells me all the time. He's like, I haven't even thought about women since the breakup. He's so depressed. He doesn't even. I don't even think he gets boners. I don't think. You know how like in the morning you wake up with morning wood because of all the hot chicks you're thinking about at night. Well, I don't think that happens to him.
So I'm probably gonna go so I don't keep fucking up the audio.
Yeah, are those hiccups? What's going on over there?
Yeah, it's hiccups.
Holy shit! All right, it was fun hanging with you guys.
Indeed.
It was fun.
Until next week, and you guys will never see Carter again. Edgar is
Nope. He executed after the podcast.
yeah.
All right, and this is the last time you'll see Edgar.
Carter's gonna have to sign a non-disclosure agreement to never talk about this podcast ever.
And I'm gonna get reduced to ash.
Bro's being currently Thanos snapped as we speak.
And I am gonna go look at all of your hot moms. This
I
is
expect to see you outside my window in
this has
20
been
minutes.
the Medicinal Podcast. Thank you everybody for listening. Have a good night.
Goodbye.